Steve Bowers, and
Cassandra Fuller.
we welcome you to Six in the City. We have a full show lined up today. We're
Yeah.
pleased with all of our guests, and we usually spend this segment talking about that. As many of you know, we've been talking about the last several weeks. Janet Wilbanks, with whom we work, produces this show, and she has for over a decade. We've been doing this show, 15 years, starting in 16 years now.
16, yeah.
First person I met when I went to work at the Jackson Energy Authority was Janet, because she was in the marketing division where we are. And you were already here, I think.
That's right.
And then we followed through. And Ronnie, her husband, had been seriously ill for a long time with heart failure and all. And finally, if you start dying from heart failure, they can try to get you a new heart. You have to wait till you're dying, as I remember, right, Cassandra? So we went through all that with her 8 years ago. Ronnie got a new heart 7.5 years ago and has been just a stellar heart transplant survivor.
It's been a miracle, man.
Well, and then just a few months ago, cancer was detected, and it's what we understand now, right, Cassandra, is that it's, I don't want to say routine, but because of anti-rejection medicine, it does occur in heart transplant.
That's right.
And so, and they're prepared to deal with that and everything else. But then COVID came along and just a multiple series of complications. And as the family said, Ronnie went to meet Jesus first part of this week.
That's right.
And that's the way they phrased it. And we respect their faith and love them. And Janet, we just want you to know that we are thinking of you, and we wish you the best. Look forward to you being back with us, and we thank God for you and the fact that you continue to produce this show during all of that. Amazing thing.
Yep,
so we'll be back with the work of Janet Wilbanks in this very special edition of Six in the
City.
As the COVID-19 vaccines become available, you might be asking yourself, should I get it? And if I do, will I be able to go about life without putting my family at risk? You've got questions, and that's normal. The fact is, the vaccines are safe and effective. They're going to save lives. To get the latest on the COVID-19 vaccines, visit getvaccineanswers.org, because getting back to the moments we miss starts with getting informed. It's up to you.
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller with you, and we are joined by Whitney Owen from the Jackson Animal Care Center. Whitney, how are you?
We're doing fantastic today.
got a wee
Whitney's
already.
got a special guest with her today, it looks like.
Always.
Okay.
He's just so cute with a little spot on his head, or her head, I don't know, he or she.
It's a little girl.
Little girl, what's her name?
Her name is Little Rock. We named her whole litter after Zombieland characters, so she's Little Rock.
Okay. So named after. So you've had Little Rock how long?
We've had her just a hair over 2 weeks. She got her second round of vaccinations yesterday, and she's getting spayed on Thursday, and she'll be ready for adoption on Friday.
Okay.
Well, how old is Little Rock?
She's right at 10 weeks.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
she's still a baby.
She's still a little bitty.
Still
Little Rock will grow to be what size girl?
Between 40 and 50 pounds. She's a pit bull mix, so she's going to be a nice, solid little medium size pup.
Okay.
She looks like she's a docile little cuddly little thing.
She is. She's. That's why she got picked for TV. She's the calmest.
I had thought about going through auditions at the Animal Care Center.
Oh yeah, because there's some that are climbing the walls and they would not sit still.
Okay, so who will present themselves well? Okay. All right. So, yes, go right ahead, Whitney. I'm sorry.
No, I said she has to be careful as to who she chooses.
Yeah.
We do. They're all good puppies. Some just don't like to sit still. They're kind of like kids at Christmas time on Santa's lap. They're like, we don't understand the point of this. Why are we here?
Of
Um,
course.
so they don't understand that they need to be ready for their close up.
Maybe we need to start doing some outtake videos to hold for the Christmas show or something.
That's right.
If we did, there would be some not appropriate for TV language, I'm sure.
Well, that is it.
But yeah, we would very much like to find this whole litter homes relatively
Oh,
quickly.
there's a whole litter of them. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's 8 of them all together.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
They of course, like I said, are pit bull mixes, which is roughly 40% of the total intake of our shelter as far as
Is
dogs
that
go.
right?
Mhm. Yep.
Wow.
They're the most overbred dog in America currently, and they are the least desired dog in America currently. So we struggle to find homes for the ones that we bring in. So
What kind of pets do they make? Are they good pets?
they're not for everybody. It's kind of like any other breed that has a specific purpose. They are very high energy. They are very athletic. Unless you're willing to commit to daily activities, they're probably not a good fit because they're going to get bored and destructive. So they most of them need active lifestyles. You get one every now and then, like this little potato here, perfectly happy with just sitting around and being held. But most of them are pretty active. They want to run, they want to jump, they want to climb. They make great agility dogs. They make great running and hiking buddies. If you like to run or jog, if you're an outdoorsy person, they love that. Most of them are pretty adventurous and brave. So they make good hiking partners. If you like to kayak, they're all about the water generally. So they're not couch potatoes, and they do take a little more socialization than others. So they're not for everybody, but they do make great pets for somebody that's willing to put in the work.
What is the adoption process?
It's pretty straightforward. We have an adoption application, so we do screen. We're not going to adopt anybody that's going to tie a dog up on a chain and leave it there as a lawn ornament. We try to match the dog to the person. So if somebody comes in here and tells me that they live in a 700 square foot apartment, I'm not going to adopt out a 90-pound, super active, high energy dog because the dog is going to be miserable and the person is going to be miserable and the dog will be back in 3 weeks. Which is not good for the dog because it's confusing and causes, anxiety issues and things like that. But as long as the individual is looking at a dog that's a good fit for them, pretty straightforward. It's a 1-page adoption application, conversation with one of the staff members here. If they rent their property, we do need landlord confirmation that they're allowed to have pets.
Okay.
And then once that's been completed, our adoption fee is $120 for dogs, $80 for cats, and it covers all pertinent medical care. They've had all of their age-appropriate vaccinations. They are spayed, neutered, been checked for heartworms or feline leukemia if it's a cat, and FIV. They have been dewormed at least twice, and they're currently holding monthly preventions for heartworms, fleas, ticks, things like that.
The Animal Care Center is where?
We are at 23 Pinnacle Drive, just off of Whitehall.
All right. So now you know where they are, and can you stop by during hours anytime? They need to make an appointment?
Nope, we are open to the public
Okay.
9:30 to 4 every day but Sunday.
Okay.
Every day but Sunday.
Go by.
All day Saturday too.
And Little Rock is looking for a home.
And Little Rock sleeping.
I was gonna say she's looking for a nap right this second. She's about to pass out.
Okay. Whitney, always good to see you.
Thanks, Whitney. Great to
John
see you.
Spears is coming up next as we continue this Six in the
It's in
City.
the city.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to E+ broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. E+ broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
Our fight against coronavirus isn't over. We still have to slow the spread and do our part. Let's wear face masks in public. Stay 6 feet or more from others. Follow state and local guidelines. Wash our hands frequently and stay home when we feel safe. For ourselves, for our loved ones, for our future. Let's let's move forward together. Learn more at coronavirus.gov.
Welcome back to Six in the City, and we're joined by John Spears, songwriter out of McNairy County, Tennessee. John, how are you doing this day?
Doing well. How are you doing, Steve?
Doing fine. We were just talking about with Cassandra that I was on Facebook the other day, and a new song cropped up, and so you're writing all the time and posting.
I post every now and then.
Every now and then.
How many songs a year are you writing now, my friend?
It just kind of depends. Probably between 60 and 75 a year, somewhere in that neighborhood.
All right.
I don't know that many words, so it's kind of hard to write very many songs. You know what I mean?
Find a good song, you just repeat it, right?
Pretty much. We just rearrange the words and do it different, you know.
Well, John, you've got a new project coming out, we understand.
Yes, sir. This Friday, we got a new single coming out called Does It Have a Radio? And then we got a video coming out for it this Sunday, the 18th.
Okay. So what's the best way we can
where can we see this?
So the song will be out on all digital platforms, you know, Amazon Music and all that stuff, as well as our website, abandajones.com. And then the video is going to premiere on Facebook and YouTube at 8 o'clock on Sunday evening. So.
And that's a Band of Jones, right?
Yes, sir.
.com.
Yes, sir.
So will it premiere there?
It'll premiere. Well, it
It'll
kind
be on
of.
Facebook. You'll link it.
It's embedded on the website from YouTube,
okay.
So it all kind of goes through YouTube. We're not fancy enough to have our own stuff going on, Steve.
That's just right around the corner.
Yes, sir.
Well, I would think, John, that the last year since people have been restricted as where they can play, pretty much, that it may have been a good time to be a songwriter.
Yeah, it kind of, you know, really we have went in and we've recorded a new album during all that stuff. We recorded, we got 14 songs coming out on a full length album that'll be out in the fall.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah,
we've kind of, yes, ma'am, we've used that time as wisely as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Are you writing all the material, John, or others working with you on this?
I'd say 95% of it. I do have a couple of co-writes. A guitar player in our band, we wrote a song together. But for the most part, it's mostly just me, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So that's a bunch of songs. I mean, yeah, how do you get motivated? Do you start one song and then that leads to the thought of another song, or how does that work?
I'm not really one of these super creative people, believe it or not, that's all the time brainstorming stuff. It could be something as simple as a line that somebody says that kind of sparks something, and I'll write it down. And then if something else comes to me later, I'll jot it down. I don't really, believe it or not, I don't really sit down and just try to write. It just kind of happens organically.
Okay.
If I sit down and try to write, I can't. If that makes any sense.
Well, sometimes the organic way is more a relaxing way to do it.
Yeah.
It's more fun. I don't put a lot of pressure on myself. Yes.
Yeah, and you can get creative with it, really.
Exactly.
John, when I first met Cassandra, she had a disco ball in the ceiling of her office. And I thought that was her creative expression there. And I thought, well, this young lady is different. You know what I mean? She, you know, when deadline comes, the disco ball starts spinning in the office. John, you're going to be with us as the musical entertainment today. So what will we be hearing today?
I think the first song I'm going to play is the new single that's going to be coming out. Does It Have a Radio?
Okay.
Probably play you a couple or three off the new record, maybe one of the old ones.
Okay.
And all of these are original, written by you? Sorry,
yes, ma'am.
We're talking over ourselves.
You're good. Yeah, all of these will be original. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Awesome. Right. We're glad to have you. All right. Well, John, we're glad to have you here. And I guess we'll just clear it out and go to the main stage. And this is John Spear.
Cool. Big white letters on the windshield, $1,000 OBO. Seemed like one heck of a deal. Just turned 16-year-old. Well, My old man was asking questions about the mileage and the year when I politely interrupted and said, let's get one thing clear. Does it have a radio? Will it play Haggard and Jones? Will it tune me to Waylon and Hank Williams songs? Well, I don't care what it looks like or how fast it'll go. The only thing that I need to know is, does it have a radio? Well, I had it all shined up to go out on a Friday night. Yeah, I had that evening all lined up with a girl that I liked. When I pulled into her driveway and she walked up to my door, she said, before I get in this truck, well, I just gotta know, does it have a radio? Will it play Haggard and Jones? Can it tune me to Waylon and Hank Williams songs? But I don't care what it looks like or how fast it'll go. Only thing that I need to know is, does it have a radio? Yeah, does it have a radio? Will it play Haggard and Jones? Can it tune me to Waylon and Hank Williams songs? I don't care what it looks like or how fast it'll go. Only thing that I need to know is, does it have a radio?
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and E+ broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller with you. I hope we're clear on what we're doing in this segment.
I think we are.
Okay, well, good.
You know, it's live. It's live TV. We can just wing it.
I know we got Richard Bragg on with us, and then for there, we'll go to Parts Unknown here coming in a minute.
That's right.
Oh, hey, all right, now we're getting a different set of instructions. All right, so Richard, we're going to do the promo in the middle of this set.
That's fine.
If that's all right. Richard Bragg is with
Brother
us
Richard.
from Poplar Heights Baptist Church. And we got a special day coming up. It's next week. It's April the 21st. What's going to be happening, Richard?
That's right. April 21st is the preview night for the
camp that is coming to Jackson this summer, Windshape Camp. So we have a preview night the 21st of April from 5 to 8 p.m. And we want to encourage everybody to come out and check it out. And if you want to know more about it, this is a good opportunity for you to come experience a little bit about what camp will be like.
Okay. This camp is going to be held when?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Sorry.
Yeah, we were talking on each other.
That's okay. What can we expect? Well, we're going to have an event planned where we have a petting zoo for the kids. We have some of the blow-up jumpers. I think there's like a 30-foot slide coming. It's a big slide. There's going to be some superheroes dressed up in costume for the kids to get some pictures with. I think there may even be a Disney princess or two there for some of the kids to get a photo with. And we're going to try to have just a fun night, something for the kids to come and enjoy. But then there's going to be a small group from Windshape here that will promote camp and have some activities that they're going to be doing as well to give parents a chance to kind of see what it's all about. And of course, there'll be an opportunity to register for camp that night. And anyone that comes can put their name in a drawing. If they come, we want them to register. And so when they register, they'll be put in for a drawing to get a full-page scholarship. We're going to give away 5 full-page scholarships that night for camp.
Oh, wow.
So anyone that comes can be put in for a drawing to get one of those scholarships.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I think we got a promo here that'll tell us what this is all about.
That's right.
Take a look.
Thank you.
This is your moment. Windshape Camps, the ultimate day camp experience, is coming to your community, and we're bringing truckloads of fun with us. Created by the founder of Chick-fil-A, Windshape Camps is a next-level summer camp experience where your kids will have fun while growing in their faith. With over 20 different activities to choose from, there's something for every kid. Don't miss out on the best week ever. Learn more and register at windshapecamps.org.
Richard, when on the 21st and 5 till 8, this is kind of a come and go type event.
Do you need to register? Is there?
That's correct. When they come, they can come anytime from 5 to 8 and register anytime they arrive, and just come and go. You know, enjoy what we have, what we're offering, and when you're ready to go, you can go. If you can't make it till 7, that's fine. Come on and join us at 7 o'clock.
And it's a free.
It will be here at Poplar Heights. I guess that's important. Everybody needs to know that. It will be here at Poplar Heights at our location. And I want to be clear about one thing. Windshape is the foundation for Chick-fil-A. This was started by Truett Cathy, and it's the way they do ministry through Chick-fil-A. And we are becoming a host location for this camp. Okay. It's a way to get this here to the Jackson community. So it's not necessarily our church, a church camp per se, although there's certainly a Christian theme to this. The kids will learn about this year that God made them for a purpose. And so there is a Christian emphasis in this, but this is not your typical church camp. This is an outside organization that's coming in and putting this on, and we're going to be the host site for that to happen. And it's really a community camp. So we're excited about this for the Jackson area.
Now, Richard, for people who don't know, could you tell us where your location is at Poplar Heights?
Sure. 1980 Hollywood Drive.
Hollywood Drive.
Yes.
All right.
And
what age group? What age
yes.
group is this targeted to?
Thank you. The age group is going to be completed kindergarten all the way through completed 8th grade. So
Okay.
this fall, if your child is going into the 1st grade or going into the 9th grade, any age in between, they're the right age for this camp.
Okay. And this preview night, is there a fee for that?
No, it's absolutely free. We just want you to come and enjoy it. And we expect to have a great time. And of course, we hope weather cooperates, but
Oh, yeah.
if we do have to move some things indoors, we have a gymnasium and a place to do that as well. And so we expect to have a good time together.
Now, folks come for the preview night and they like what they see. Can they go ahead and register for the camp that night?
Yes, there will be a registration booth set up, and they can register right there. We do not receive any money. Poplar Heights does not. All of this goes through the Windshape Foundation, so all monies goes directly through them, and they will have people on site to register and take care of that evening.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Richard, the camp itself is scheduled when?
The camp itself is July the 5th through the 9th. And
a half day on Friday and a full day Monday through Thursday.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And we purposefully chose that week because they consider that a holiday week. And so they automatically give a little bit of a discounted rate for that week as it is. And so normally camp would be $219, but they discount it to $169 because of it being a holiday week.
Oh, wow.
And we have scholarship monies available. People have been very generous in giving. Thank you for everybody that's donated to help this happen. And people who get registered early, the first 100 to register are going to get a pretty significant discount of some kind. So I encourage you to get in early. Last I looked, I think we were approaching 50. So it's starting to fill up. So you need to get in early to take advantage of the scholarship opportunities. And like I said, we're going to give away 5 full-paid scholarships at the preview night this next week.
All right. Well, that's April the 21st. Don't miss that. 5 to 8 at Copper High. Richard, good to see you.
Thanks so much, Richard.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We're going back to the main stage, which today is located in McNairy County, and this is John Spears.
I'm not the man I need to be. I guess the devil gets the best of me. Looking in the mirror, it's plain to see that I'm not the man I need to be. Oh, I lose faith when times get rough. I don't go to church or pray enough. I think I'm strong and I act tough, but I lose faith when times get rough. If I could have a little talk with Jesus, it'd be all right, but I can't seem to find him tonight. I'm praying that he don't give up on me, 'cause I'm not the man I need to be. I wanna go to heaven, but I act like hell. Been known to lie like a penny in a wishing well. Yeah, I love the Lord, but it's hard to tell. I wanna go to heaven, but I act like hell. If I could have a little talk with Jesus, it'd be all right, but I can't seem to find him tonight. I'm praying that he don't give up on me, 'cause I'm not the man I need to be. If I could have a little talk with Jesus, it'd be all right, but I can't seem to find him tonight. I'm praying that he don't give up on me, 'cause I'm not the man I need to be. Yeah, I'm not the man I need to be.
We are in an opioid crisis. More and more of our neighbors are dying from opioid overdoses. More than 1,300 Tennesseans in 2018 alone. You have the power to reverse this deadly trend. Because of the COVID-19 outbreak, Jackson Madison Prevention Coalition is now offering free Narcan training online and by phone. Narcan reversal kits are available. Contact Mark Mason at 731-694-0741. That's 731-694-0741. Don't let your loved one become a statistic.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, Junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
Linda Davis is with us, and she's going to be talking about a run, and she and Cassandra were swapping notes on how nice the shirts were from last year.
Well, it's usually about the shirts anyway. So
Absolutely, that's 50%.
Exactly.
Rubbing it in that I did not get one of those nice shirts because I was not there.
All
we gave you opportunity.
All you have to do is sign up.
There you go.
Isn't that right, Linda?
There you go.
Linda Davis is with us to talk about the Kingdom Seekers Interfaith 5K that is coming up April 24th.
I think so.
April 24th, 8 o'clock a.m. sharp.
Okay, 8 o'clock. You're going to run at 8. We're going to register what time then?
Registration goes on up until 7:30 on the morning of the 24th.
Okay. But you can register in advance?
You absolutely. We prefer you register in advance. So registrations are actually open now on raceroster.com.
Okay. All right. Well, Fuller, tell me about this shirt that you got last year.
The shirts we got last year, I believe, well, actually, this is the one from last year. And of course, we had that thing called COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So we had to postpone our race last year, but we're excited that this year we actually have 3 teams registered already. We're excited about a little friendly rivalry that will result as a result of that.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to the race with great anticipation.
Okay.
All right.
So is this a timed race or is it just fun race or?
It's a timed race with some fun.
Oh.
She did say friendly competition.
There you go. There you go.
So it has to be a race.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what my wife told me when we were dating. She said, we'll just have a board game for fun. And then I realized there was a whole nother side of her that I never wanted to see again. So we don't even play Parcheesi at our house.
Oh my goodness.
Surely not.
Yeah. I've turned her loose on that Bridge World and what else is out there? Pickleball. Yeah.
Oh, pickleball. Yeah.
Turned her loose on all that world.
Well, Miss Linda, tell us who your benefactor is for your race.
Well, the part of the proceeds from the race will go to very familiar organizations that are doing excellent work in the community in the way of RIFA and RAP, as well as just the community in general as a result of us coming together in unity and participating in this fun-filled race. And we really look forward to all of us getting out from the walls after COVID and just getting together and staying healthy is a primary focus.
And what's our registration fees? You said we could register early and we could register the day of. So tell us our registration fees.
Yes, and that early registration is already closed. We're now in the regular registration, and that is $30. And then the actual day of a race will be $33. So there's still an incentive for racing yesterday, or for registering yesterday.
That's right.
This race will launch from the Kingdom Seekers Church. Is that right?
That's right. At 527 Wallace Road. We're between Old Hickory and Parkway.
Okay.
On Wallace Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll launch on the 24th of April. That's going on a Saturday.
Yes.
That'll be at 8 o'clock, and the registration will end at 7:30. So I need to
Yes, sir.
Get done with it.
For those who
how many years now?
This will be our 4th year. We just missed the one from last year. We had to postpone because of COVID, but this will be our actual 4th year of doing the race.
And for those who don't want to do the 5K, do you have like a fun run or a walk or something like that?
Actually, both are at the same time, both the run and the walk. So we patiently wait for those who have enough motivation to get out there with us. And then
there you go, Steve. You can do it.
And then we'll hand out
You can get you a T-shirt.
Yeah.
There you go.
And Linda will be there saying, "It's time for lunch. Where is he?"
Right.
She'll go get the church van and go pick you up.
Somebody go find him.
It will be running, by the way. The church van will be running to pick up people from from the parking areas to get them to the actual race site.
Okay.
Well, I can tell Linda's doing everything she can to make it an event that I can attend.
Absolutely. You are without excuse.
We'll even have the church van come pick you up.
That's right.
Linda, I guess it has accomplished what the church was hoping to with this, or you still wouldn't be doing it. So.
Absolutely. And as I told you a couple of years ago, expect us to be one of the largest races within the next 5 years. So by next year, we should be off charts in terms of improved participation.
Well, great. Well, Linda Davis with us, Kingdom Seekers Church, and that interfaith race is coming up the 24th at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
And,
yes, shout out to SNL Logistics and Trucking Company for supporting us. We appreciate our sponsors, Allegra, as well as all of those who are participating in the race. Thank you very much in advance.
Thanks, Linda.
Linda, it's always good to see you.
Yes, likewise.
We're going to take this break. When we come back, we're going to Discovery Park, I believe.
Sure. We're going to Union City.
Thank you.
Going up there as we continue this 6 in the City.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on E+ broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
With E+ broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for E+ broadband's TV Everywhere.
Steve Bowers, Cassandra Fuller, welcoming you back to 6 in the City. We're going to Union City, the Discovery Park of America. Nathaniel Newland is with us. He is the Assistant Director of Education there. Nathaniel, good to see you.
It is.
Good to see you. Good to be back.
We got a special event that's coming up. Before we get there, we were asking about the COVID protocol and the changes. And so is the park open back up? What's the status now?
Yes, we've been open for a while. And next Thursday, April 22nd, we will lift our mask mandate. So the mask will be optional for our guests. But we're feeling pretty good about that.
Okay. So we're ready to make the transition, get into summertime and everything else.
Right.
So what is this event that is coming up?
Right. So the mask mandate issue is just in time for our big event coming up next weekend, the Military History and Armed Forces Symposium, which I am very excited about. We will have several speakers here that are pretty big names, like Lieutenant General John Castellaw, who was Chief of Staff for Central Command during the Iraq War, Commander Leanne Braddock from the Navy, Colonel Artis Porter from the U.S. Army. We'll have plenty of reenactors all the way from the Revolutionary War up to Vietnam, gallery talks by our docents and educators here at the park. A lot going on over the course of 3 days. That'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next weekend.
Oh, wow. So where is the symposium going to take place?
Mostly in our military gallery indoors, as well as the Great Lawn outside. So most of our reenactors will be camped out on the Great Lawn on the park's north side. And then all of our panel discussions will be right here in the park. Forgot to mention, admission for veterans and active service members is free for the weekend.
Wow.
And for school groups, there are plenty of scholarships available. You can go on our website or call our education department.
23rd through the 25th is what, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Is that what?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So we will start. So these symposiums are they
10
built
a.m. to
around
4
a
p.m.
theme? What will be discussed here?
So on Friday, we will have a panel discussion called Women in the Military, where Commander Leanne Braddock from the Navy will have a few of her colleagues to discuss what their experience has been in various branches of the military, being women. We will have a similar discussion on Saturday titled Minorities in the Military, where Colonel Artis Porter from the Army will have a few of his colleagues discussing what they have experienced as minorities in the military. Also on Saturday, directly after that, we will have a panel called Go There, bringing soldiers from Vietnam into view. And that's will be led by author Cynthia Kent, who wrote a book, started out as a little leaflet, but it turned into a book about some veterans that were AGR brothers or Alpha Gamma Rho brothers at UT Martin, and then went off to fight in Vietnam together. And so they were fraternity brothers as well as brothers in arms. She wrote a very interesting book about that. She will discuss that book and have a few of those veterans there with her to discuss their experiences. But our big event is on Sunday. We will have Lieutenant General Castellaw speaking on national security in the age of climate change, which is something that he's been advocating for decades.
Okay. Interesting stuff.
Now, do you guys have a schedule of everything for the symposium on your website?
Yes, and that's available at discoveryparkofamerica.com. The easiest way to get to it is just go to the little search bar and search military, click Military History and Armed Forces Symposium, and it'll have all the information you need.
John, when you're talking about the
book
role
signings,
when you're talking about the role of women or race within the military, does it get into the? I mean, that role has changed from auxiliary to full combat now for women.
Right.
Is it delving into the history, or just talking about where we are now? Or
we are delving some into the history, especially on the minorities in the military. We'll have Dr. Adam Wilson from UT Martin there to discuss, especially the role of African American soldiers in World War I. And he will have a book signing directly after with a book that he wrote about that very issue.
Okay. All right. So once again, to get information on the symposium and the schedule, you go where?
To discoveryparkofamerica.com /military history.
Military history.
All right. That is coming up April the 23rd through the 25th.
Yes, sir.
Mask mandate becomes optional on the 22nd.
10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Is that what you said?
Right. All 3 days.
All 3 days. Well, that's easy enough to remember. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. all 3 days.
Well, Nathaniel, good to see you. We look forward to the summer. Look forward to visiting with you guys all during the year, because we want things to crank back up in Union City.
Right. Well, thank you for having me.
Good to see you.
Nathaniel. Good to
see you. Good to be back.
The Military History and Armed Forces Symposium, the 23rd through the 25th of April. We're going to the main stage, which today is in McNairy County, Tennessee, and this is the one and only John Spears.
I like that introduction. The one and only. Works down at the dollar store. I work overtime at the factory. Between the two of us, somehow we make ends meet. We're in a studio apartment while we save for something better. With these minimum wage salaries, it might take forever. We're young, we're in love, we're dedicated and we're driven. We got hopes, we think big, we're rich with sweet ambition. Our wallet may be light, but our hearts are bursting at the seams. We got single wide money, but we've got double wide dreams. We've almost got enough to buy a couple of acres. The bank said we could use the land for a good down payment. My cousin's got a backhoe, he said he did. The septic got single wide money, we've got double wide dreams. We don't need no mansion sitting in Beverly Hills. If home is where the heart is, ours is gonna be on wheels. We're young, we're in love, we're dedicated and we're driven. We got hopes, we think big, we're rich with sweet ambition. Our wallet may be light, but our hearts are bursting at the seams. We've got single wide money, we've got double wide dreams. Got that single wide money, we've got double wide dreams.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Need to check your bill balance? Set a payment extension. Get outage notifications. With JEA, it's easy. Text. When you enroll in JEA alerts, you open all those possibilities. To enroll, text JOIN, J-O-I-N, to 53248. Text JOIN to 53248. If your cell phone number is current, two-way texting is yours. Real-time communication, direct customer service with JEA today.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So E+ Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Welcome back to 6 in the City, and we'll have more with John Spears coming up, but we've got some serious discussion to do here with Vanessa Bullock and Kathy Clayton are with us, and they're with West Tennessee Legal Services.
That's right.
And in all the COVID and everything else, we've had renter moratoriums and all that going on. And the Centers for Disease Control announced earlier this year that the moratorium was going to continue. But Kathy Clayton and Vanessa are here to tell us that may be some places, but it's not in West Tennessee. So what is going on here?
Yes, you're right. So unfortunately, the moratorium has been extended by the CDC, but there was a court case filed late last year in our Western District in Memphis, Tennessee, by a group of landlords disputing that the CDC had authority to issue the moratorium in the first place. Okay. And initially, that case was pending and working through the process, which of course takes time. And a decision came out in mid-March saying that for West Tennessee, for our district, the moratorium was an overextension of the CDC's authority. So therefore, our judges do not have to follow it.
Okay.
And so that came out mid-March. And so when the extension came out, everybody's promoting that the federal moratorium is extended and it's coming from national agencies and things like that. And they're not worried about what's happening in the small little section of Tennessee, but for our sections, that court case is actually what controls, and the moratorium no longer applies.
So this challenge was brought by landlords. And obviously, if landlords have obligations and whatever, I don't know what all was happening at the dynamics of this. So they were opposed to this moratorium.
Absolutely, and that's been true across the nation. There's been a lot of landlord groups and a lot of similar cases that have come across the nation because they're not getting paid, and that's right. Understandable. The moratorium was never meant to apply to every tenant. And I think there was a lot of misunderstanding by tenants. We certainly had callers who thought they didn't have to pay their rent regardless of anything.
Okay.
So I think the landlords were, their view was it was too extensive and there was too much abuse going on and they were not getting paid.
All right.
I do know in our area, if you contacted our office, we went through the criteria and we told probably more people than we told qualified. We said, no, you do not qualify. You cannot use this. You need to pay your rent. But I do know there were abuses. There were tenants who were signing it who didn't qualify.
So what are you recommending then, either one, Vanessa or Kathy, what are you recommending that people do now, landlords and renters, to get clarification of where we are?
I mean, the main thing is that they continue to communicate and work together. There are programs that have come out. We have a program through the Tennessee Housing Development Agency that is working to pay back rent for tenants. And it requires both the landlords and the tenants to participate. They both have to sign up. They both have to do some documentation, but that will get the landlord paid all of their arrearages if they get all that documentation in and work together. And if if the tenant is having problems with that, they can most certainly contact our office. And we have housing counselors who can help with that process because it is complicated to get all the paperwork in. It's complicated to understand why they're asking for something you felt like you've already provided. And so we have a housing counseling staff that can help with that. Our agency, we are legal services, but we do much more than that in our housing department.
And Vanessa, what's that contact number where people can get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, so they need to go through our general intake, which is going to be 731-423-0616. And then they want extension 250.
250. All right.
All right, 423-0616, and the extension is 250. Kathy, is there going to be new money? And we're hearing a lot about new money and all this. Is there more money coming for this type of initiative, or are we seeing the end of this?
Yes, there is more money coming down, and that's what's so important. You know, if a tenant is evicted, it really doesn't help anyone if the tenant was trying and is a good tenant and just couldn't pay the rent because of the situation resulting from COVID-19. Tenants remain responsible for rent, and the landlord needs to be paid. But if the landlord goes the eviction route, the landlord is unlikely to be paid. Families can become homeless. And eviction processes are expensive and time consuming. So I do suggest if there's another option available that both landlords and tenants look into them. There is money coming down from emergency services grants, and several organizations in West Tennessee have received those grants. They will be probably up and running by May. That includes Tennessee Homeless Solutions. RAP will be getting money for victims of DV, domestic violence, FED Cares, and in Somerville, Tennessee, and Jesus Cares out of Selma.
Okay.
The number of West Tennessee Legal Services is 423-0616. And then Vanessa, that extension is?
250.
Okay. So landlords and renters. Let's talk to each other and talk to West Tennessee Legal Service.
Absolutely. And we can only help the tenants, but if a landlord contacts us, we can make a referral over to the Tennessee Helpline.
Okay.
If they do contact us, but we help the tenants.
Appreciate you being
so
on
much.
with us.
That's right.
Oh,
Appreciate you
absolutely.
guys.
Thanks a lot for being here. We're going to be right back with more as we continue this Six in the City.
When I heard the word leukemia, I was terrified.
Thanks. Right here in West Tennessee, people are fighting for their lives.
Even though you know they're taking chemotherapy and they got a long road ahead, if they can maintain their smile and their energy, it makes it a whole lot easier.
That's why platelets are so vital. Wendy's blessed. Her son survived.
There's only one place to get platelets, and that's from people like you. Please give.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JA today.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Before we get away today, once again, we want to take note of Janet Wilbanks and Ronnie's death, and just a reminder of how special she is to us, and we're thinking of them and that family. This past week, I had an experience that I didn't think I'd ever have, Fuller, and that was, I was at the Jackson Symphony Friday night, symphonic rock, and the Jackson Symphony actually performed Freebird. I thought, well, you know, man, we've come full circle to this town.
That's right.
The next thing I know, they were into Journey. So here
I heard it was an awesome concert there.
It was a fantastic concert, a very, very special night. And the street party for the birthday bash for the 60th anniversary of the symphony was at the bus depot, and it was a wonderful night. And so it's good to see that venue restored and being utilized. And then you were downtown, I noticed, Saturday morning to take off with Randy Broadway when he was running from Church Street all the way to Beale Street in Memphis.
That's right. I had intended on going down just to, support him and cheer him on, but ended up running the first 10 miles with him. So it was peer pressured, it'll get you every time. But
he did make it to Beale Street in less than 24 hours, right?
He did. He made it to Beale Street, and he's still trying to reach his goal of raising $5,000 for the Chester County Carl Perkins Center. So if you feel so inclined,
our Facebook
the event is on Facebook. It's Breaking the Chains of Child Abuse. So
Breaking the Chains of Child Abuse on Facebook. So be a donor for that, especially. Cowboy Cantors this coming Saturday, the 17th, for Redemption Road Rescue. So that's the Jackson Roadrunners first point race, right?
That's right. Starts at 9 a.m.
All right. So here we go.
That's right.
Good to see everyone. Appreciate everybody being with us. Once again, Janet, we're thinking of you and your family.
We love you. We love you. And
we love you.
In our prayers.
Look forward to having you back with us.
That's right.
And we're glad to see this guy. He's got a new album coming out, a new single coming out. So go to, bandofjones.com, right?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Bandofjones.com and the work at John Spears. John, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to sing one out together.
Yeah, you want to sing with me?
You don't want that.
Good to see you, John.
You can do the high tenor part if you want.
Okay. Thanks, John. Good to see you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I ain't much of a looker, and I tend to sing off key. Got more than a few pounds, Lord knows that I don't need. Sometimes I try to be funny, and I try to be cool. Most of the time I end up looking like a fool. But she loves me anyway. Through my darkest nights and brightest days, when I don't know what to do and can't find the words to say, she loves me anyway. Oh, I lose my temper when I get upset and say things that I don't mean, things I regret. I like to point the finger when the blame's on me, and I don't realize how selfish I can be. But she loves me anyway. Through my darkest nights and brightest days,